Hey everyone, this is my Patreon proud reaction to the 53rd episode of Hikaru no Go. And last episode, we were building up to have a match, another rematch between Hikaru and Kira. However, there was a bit of a family emergency, and it just didn't end up happening. Which is very unfortunate, for several reasons, of course. I don't know exactly where we're going to go from here. I imagine Hikaru will go check up on, Akira's father, Toya Meijin, and all that. Maybe be in the room at the same time as Akira. Maybe have a bit of a three-way chat. Who knows? I don't know. I'm not really sure exactly what we're going to do about that match that was supposed to happen. Whether we'll postpone it or what. But yeah, let's just get into it and find out. 3, 2, 1, play. Kimi no Meni. Dun 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 dun. Ooh. Bum 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 bum. And here we go. Yeah, that's when he kind of gave me a bit of the cold shoulder. When watching anime, please make sure your room is brightly lit and not get too close to the monitor. Well, what if I did this? Can't stop me. Yeah, this is also what we saw last episode, so not much to say on any of this. And then there it is. Yes, none other than Toya Akira. Yeah. Bit of a thing with his father. He used to having longer hair and having to move it out of my eyes, but I'm still getting used to my shorter hair. Hi. Yeah, of course I would be concerned about this as well. I hope so. I don't think this is that big of a deal. Like, I don't think his life is really in danger. But definitely a bit of a scare. Sai wants to know, keep him filled in. He wants to make sure his friend is okay. Let's go visit him. We can bring him some snacks or something. Aishindo Hospital. Yeah, don't eto me. So calm down a little bit. We're looking for Toya Meijin. Have you seen him? And don't ask Sai. It's, yeah, pretty scary thing. So yeah, no surprise plenty of people want to visit him in the hospital. Yeah, everybody's worried. I mean, you're the Toya Meijin, so... I mean, yeah. I mean, what happens to his titles if he did die? Like, would that just... Like, who would get them? Well, that would have been awkward. Yeah, let's value your health a bit more. Of course, the doctors don't approve. Well, it's not like Go is all that physically exertive, so... Hello, I'm here to visit. Scared him off, Hikaru. Well, Sai was worried, so... Yeah, you can't tell them that, so what would you possibly tell them? Yeah. You don't have to bring gifts that other people did, it's fine. Technically, yeah. Oh, yeah, was that you? I kind of forgot about you a little bit. Yeah, that's the same person, okay. He's come a long way since then, hasn't he? You were there for his first time. And that's when he first met his best friend for life, Akira. Yeah, there's a kid in there. He should be at my level, right? We're both kids. We should be able to play. Yeah, however, Sai beat him, but let's not worry about that detail. I know, Sai. I know. We can't tell them that, but yes, we're aware. Good to hear. 10 days. Ain't nobody got time for that. I guess you technically could. Yeah, just put a board on your lap and then you play it. Or you could do that too. Good old online Go. It's not the same though. Kind of funny to think about such an old professional Go player Just like learning how to go on the computer. Funny to think about. Maybe I should try this internet thing. Oh yeah, that would be a good chance for Sai to face off against him, wouldn't it? That's a good point. I mean, he hasn't said it yet, but I think that's where he's going with this. That's a good chance for Sai to actually battle him. Yeah, I definitely won't take them home with me or anything and steal them. I wouldn't do that. He has. Well, Sai has. Yeah, he did do that a while ago, like during summer break or whatever. I think Wyatt saw it too. Yeah, people talking about this stuff. Who knows? Well, Akira doesn't talk a lot to begin with. Man, has it really been 2 years since then? Wow. You know, around the time when Sai was prominent. Are we actually gonna get to that? Exactly. Exactly. Starting to pieces all together. There is a connection between Sai and Shindo Hikaru. It's interesting how the hospital is called Ai Shindo. You know, because Shindo is his family name and Ai is love. I'm sorry my heart attack inconvenienced you and inconvenienced your game. Well, I'm sure he wouldn't be able to. Yeah. It is more convenient that way. Exactly, it's not the same as hearing that clack of the stone as you place it down, feeling the vibration. So if we're gonna make this match happen between him and Sai on the computer, it's gotta be we got a time limit on that. I have this friend, you know. Would you mind playing him? He would love to play the great Toya Meijin. Very, very badly. I think Sai just realized. Sai. You said that much? S-A-I spells Sai. Oh? You know. What do you know exactly? Okay. Poor Black. You could say that. Which is saying a lot, honestly. That was kind of a secret. Yeah, because he can't play any other way, really. Because he doesn't have like an actual body, can't actually pick up stones, and that kind of is his name. What we call him, at least. He goes by different names. Well, he was an instructor back in the day, but you know. Well, he has circumstances, you know. Well, that's unfortunate. We can't really do that. He tried. Can't hear you. I would have won. That's the thing. Yeah. Are we gonna get through to him? Okay, there we go. Finally, it really worked. We got his consent. Everyone was pretty excited. I remember that time. That was a fun time in the show. One of my favorite parts, I think. I mean, there was just so much comedy about the internet in general in this show because it's such an old school show, you know? The internet wasn't quite the, you know, social media normally infested thing that it is today, you know? It's a much better time, much simpler time. As if, yeah. If I had to compare it to something, that would be accurate, yeah. And now Toya knows that they know each other. It's a very hard thing to explain. Like, I really don't think it's possible for somebody that doesn't know the truth to figure out the truth just by, you know, viewing what Hikaru's done so far. I'm not sure if it's possible, because it's, you know, supernatural. But it'd be pretty impressive if somebody managed to figure it out. It's becoming more and more possible as things progress, you know. Secret. Very secret. Don't tell anyone. He's up a suspicious lot. Yeah. But at least you get the game. That's what matters, right? Yeah, let me wait until I can know how to click the button properly. Are you still not satisfied with this, Sai? I know it's not ideal, but you're just so picky, Sai. You really can't afford to be so picky. This game almost didn't even happen. I lose. Don't be ridiculous. I would never lose. uh. Okay, don't say that. He does seem to seriously think it could happen. Is that gonna get you a bit pumped up for this? We don't want that. Yeah, we didn't. Nobody said that. Why did you have to do that? I didn't want you to quit. Go. Well, why did you have to add that extra element to this? But yeah, I think he's decided. I definitely raised the stakes on this a little bit. So, I mean, that's what Sai wanted. He didn't want it to be a nonchalant game, so that, yeah, that's not what it is anymore. This is important, so yeah, I mean, that's really... I don't think Sai would want him to quit or retire or whatever, but it definitely improves the type of game it is. There's a lot more meaning behind it now. So I think overall Sai is happy with this. But that was great though, just, you know, because Toya Meijin, he loses he's not losing very often, I'm sure. I'm sure it's a very rare thing. So when Hikaru just walks in there, that's a kid that should have a pretty good understanding of how good, you know, Toya is. Acts as if it's a realistic idea that Sai would win, that, you know, he would lose against Sai. That got his attention. He's like, well, you really think me losing's a possibility? Like, really? So, okay then, well, let's raise the stakes then. That was pretty interesting. But yeah, clearly Toya has a high opinion of his own ability, there's no doubt about that. But he did say he would win that one game that Akira lost to Sai, but... Is that true, though? That's a thing, maybe. And even if it is true, it doesn't necessarily mean anything about a game, about a different game with the same person. Okay. Of course. Three whole stones, no! Ah, okay. That's good, at least. I see. Well, I would not have figured that out, so... You know. Okay. That was the 53rd episode of Hikaru no Go. And even though it hasn't been that long since Sai had his weird handicap match against Toya, they're already talking about another match. I don't know if it'll be next episode, probably not, or the episode afterwards, but we set the groundwork here for a real match between Sai and Toya Meijin. Yeah, of course, it's through the internet, so it's a little bit different, but it's still a real match for the most part. And that's a pretty big deal, because Sai has wanted this real match. You know, they promised about having a real match before. Hikaru had to really push for it, though. Like, because Toya was originally going to decline, because he's like, I'm not going to face somebody that can't actually look me in the eye and show his identity and face me man to man. Like, that's just ridiculous. No, he's not worth my time. But then Hikaru pushed for it more and more, and eventually he agreed to it. And even added a little bit of an extra thing to it where he retires if he loses. You know, it is a possibility that deep down he is kind of looking for an excuse to retire. Maybe he just kind of wants to, and this would be just a good excuse to do it. It's also a possibility. It's hard to say for sure. Like, I don't think he's as old as Kuwabara, who is still at it, so maybe not. Maybe that's just me reading too much into it. But he just seemed a little bit eager to add in that whole retire aspect to this agreement, so I don't know. But yeah, nobody really expected Hikaru to go visit him in the hospital room, so that was a bit of a surprise for them. Is it already that late? Wow. But anyway. And they also got back into the online aspect of things because that used to be a part of the show when Sai played online and he got a real name for himself. And that really was one of my favorite parts of the show. Just, you know, Sai, partly because Sai was just able to actually really be himself, you know? Like, not feel as much like he's just kind of a proxy through Hikaru. Like, be able to play games with people all over the world and just have fun with it. No secrecy really having to be done there. No playing through Hikaru, you know. No them looking at Hikaru when Sai's really the one playing. Like, no, there was nothing like that. It was just Sai. It was much more pure form of Sai being able to actually just face off against opponents and make a name for himself. People would say, hey, I lost to Sai, you know. They wouldn't say I lost to Hikaru, but Sai secretly played. So it was good for Sai because of that. But also, like I said, just the internet thing in general was funny because this was a very early point of the internet. There was no Facebook or Instagram or smartphones or Twitter. Like, there was none of that stuff. Like, there was AOL, what else? AIM, I think that one thing was called, right? I'm trying to remember. I actually didn't do much on the internet back in those days. I mostly just used a computer to like draw houses in MS Paint or play very basic games like from discs, you know. That was kind of what I used to do use the internet for back when I was a child, or computer for. I didn't really get into the internet so much, I think, until World of Warcraft, and I would like look up you know, stuff for World of Warcraft, and also got into YouTube. That's kind of how I first started to really get into internet stuff in general. That was kind of my beginning, so I didn't really do a lot of that basic stuff like that I kind of described there. But I know of it, you know, the sound of dial-up and all that good stuff. But anyway, it was just funny seeing such an early point of internet within the context of the show. I got a kick out of that. It's just the way people talked about, you know, hey, that internet thing, I've heard about it, so just, I don't know, just the way where it was nowhere near as ubiquitous as it is today, which is kind of funny. If you want to get on the internet, you got to get this big, bulky computer or this laptop, I guess, but there was no smartphones or tablets or anything like that, so it's just kind of cool. I just like that aspect of it. And yeah, when we got back to the internet, the online Go thing with this episode, I pretty quickly occurred to me like what Hikaru was thinking. Like, this would be a chance for Sai to play against Toya, 1v1. No playing through Hikaru or anything like that. That would just be Sai versus him. I realized that pretty quickly, but then I thought to myself, well, the problem with that is how would we like you know, orchestrate the match? Like, would it just be, because I didn't even think about the possibility of him straight up saying, yeah, I know Sai, he wants to battle you, you want to do that? I didn't consider that at all. I thought we would have to try to time things carefully, like, okay, he's playing going on the internet right now, Sai, hurry up and get back on so you maybe can get matched up with him. Like, I thought it would be something like that, but no, he was just straight up open about it, like, yeah, Sai's my buddy, he wants to face you, yeah, you're cool with that? So, because it was a secret, right? The Sai relationship was a secret. This is the first time he's really said Sai's his friend to anyone, I think. I'm actually not sure about that. I have to think about that, but it's still a secret, so pretty big deal that he told him about that. So, but yeah, we've got it all prepared. We're gonna have a match, and it's become a match that Sai cares about. He didn't care so much when it was such a nonchalant match, but now that it is a bit more of a much more serious thing, he's much more fired up about it. Both of them are fired up about it, but it's good because I really thought it was gonna go in that direction. Like, it would be like a throwaway nothing game that Sai wasn't really all that satisfied with, but no, they pumped it up enough there to where it's a real game that both of them get fired up about. So it's really cool, and I'm very excited about this match, and I can't wait for it to happen. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.